What's happening, family? It's your boy Adrian back with another video. I wanted to talk to you guys about gaslighting and projection in this video and why it's important for you guys to know yourselves and know how you move, because when you're dealing with a narcissist, they will try to use these two tactics to alter your thinking, like alter your reality or whatever the case may be. So as you know, I like to give you guys examples from my experience. So I'm gonna give you guys the definition from the dictionary first, and then I'm gonna go into what it looked like in my situation. So gaslighting is a form of emotional abuse that's seen in abusive relationships. It's the act of manipulating a person by forcing them to question their thoughts, memories, and even events occurring around them. A victim of gaslighting can be pushed so far that they question their own sanity. So that's gaslighting. Then we have projection. Projection is the process of displacing one's feelings onto a different person, animal, or object. The term is commonly used to describe defensiveness. And basically they're just saying that when somebody's feeling a certain type of way, they want to push those feelings onto another person to, I guess, like self-regulate. So in my situation, and I didn't know, of course, what gaslighting or any of this was, but knowing myself and knowing how I move kind of protected me from this tactic. So in my situation, that's what it looked like. After a while of dealing with the narcissist, she just randomly came up with this story. Now, I'm gonna tell you another thing. They would use any little detail that they feel that they can about you. Prime example in my situation, her and I used to, hang out at the local restaurants and stuff like that. We, may have a few drinks and all of that kind of stuff. But again, you got to know yourself, know how you move. Now, one thing about me, I came up in a place where you couldn't be caught in the streets drunk and extremely belligerent and all of that kind of stuff. Like people would completely take advantage of you. So throughout my life, I was always taught, and not only taught, I was always just very aware of my surroundings when I was, anytime I'm drinking or any of that kind of stuff, I monitor my surroundings, and I also monitor my drink intake. So I know I'm still aware of everything that's going on in the situation. So I know what's going on if I do decide to have a drink or something like that. So in my situation, the young lady that I was dealing with, what she did was she would project first. She was, I guess, feeling guilty about stepping out. And now at this time, I didn't realize that she stepped out or anything. She had been dealing with another guy or any of that kind of stuff. But the very first time it came out, she said, and this is what, she came to my house and we were just talking, and she said, out of nowhere, I mean, this literally came out of nowhere. She said, I was really hurt that time that I came to your house and I was knocking on your door, but you were so drunk and you were so passed out that you just left me sitting outside and you just left me sitting out front. Now, the very first time she said that, I kind of thought, and I'm like, did that really happen? And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, and at the very first time she said it, I kind of felt a little bad, and that's what they want you to feel. They're projecting that guilt. So she stepped out and she was feeling guilty about that. And in her feeling guilty about that, she created this story that never actually happened for me to feel guilty and for her to feel better about herself for doing whatever it was that she did. So the first time I didn't catch it, and so she said it, and she's like, "Yeah, you left me outside. I was just so hurt. I mean, that really hurt my feelings when you did that." And I'm thinking to myself, and like I said, because I'm not the type of person that ever wants to, go out of my way to hurt anybody or anything like that, it kind of bothered me for a while. So I was thinking about it, and I thought about it for a few days, and I'm like, that didn't happen. And I'm like, and so right then and there, I'm like, maybe she has me confused with somebody else or something like that. So I kind of just took it and brushed it off. That was a red flag number one, though. I automatically thought, I'm like, that's not even how I move. If I were to be drinking or something and I know you're coming, I'm gonna leave the door open for you because I know you're coming. I know, you know what I'm saying, that kind of thing. So I just know how I move. So what ended up happening was I spoke to her about it, and I was like, nah, I don't think I don't think that was me, and she was like, yeah, you was just so drunk. You just got so drunk that night, whatever the case may be. And I'm like, nah, I think you got, the wrong person or whatever. And we kind of just left it there. So about 2 or 3 months later, she came with the same story. I was just so hurt that day when you left me outside, and you were so drunk, and I was just sitting in my car and I was waiting for you to come out, and this, that, and the third. So now this is the second time she has come with that story, and now I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, that wasn't me. I told you the first time that you tried to come at me like that, that you got the wrong person. Okay, so she kind of leaves it alone. She brushes it under the rug. She don't say nothing else about it. A few months later, she comes back. I was really hurt, by that time where you left me outside. And so now I'm like looking at her and I'm like, you are seriously trying to make me, you're trying to alter my thinking. You're trying to make me believe that happened. I'm telling you, that wasn't me. And so now I'm getting a little more belligerent and irate with it, because I'm like, shorty, that wasn't me. I ain't had nothing to do with that. Like, that ain't even how I move. I don't get down like that. So so this happened about 3 or 4 more times, and then finally on the last time, I just kind of looked at her and I was like, man, you got the wrong nigga. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, YouTube, I hope y'all don't block me or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I was just like, man, you got the wrong dude. Like, man, that's not even how I move. That's not how I rock. And when I put my foot down on it, she kind of got this look of, oh, that's not gonna work. Okay, let me try something else. And so that's why it's important for you guys to know yourself. And what I realized is every time she was coming with that story, it would be a time where she wouldn't answer her phone for a couple days, or I wouldn't hear from her for a few hours or something like that. And then I started just putting a pattern together, and I started noticing, oh, okay, she was moving around. That's why she's trying to, she's feeling guilty, and she's trying to push she's trying to project that guilt on me by gaslighting me, telling me that I did, I left her out in the cold one night while I was in the house drunk and all of that kind of stuff. So, like I said, any little detail that they know about you, whether they're gonna exaggerate it. So if you like to go out and have a little bit of wine, you're gonna be the biggest alcoholic in America after they finish with the story. If you like to, whatever it is, they're gonna, if you are sexual, they're gonna tell everybody you're the biggest whore in America. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they are using these 2 tactics, man, to alter your thinking. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick video on that and tell you like an example of my situation and how knowing myself and knowing just how I moved kind of shut all of that down. So that tactic didn't work with me at all. And so if y'all would like to come over and join the Facebook group, I would love to see you guys there. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are growing, we continue to grow. Man, salute to all you guys, man. So much love to you. I look forward to tapping in with you guys later. Much love.